creature. It's even worse than Palbatin told us. Look, I appreciate all the help, but I don't want to see you die on my behalf. Are you sure you can deal with that beast? I'm no warrior, you know that. Without you, we wouldn't have gotten this far. I'll stay out of the way, so don't worry about me. Just be safe out there and try not to die. What? Throw rocks? I won't even be able to dent that monstrosity. Listen, if you really need my help down there, use the whistle and I'll see what I can do. It won't be much, but I might be able to cause a distraction so you can catch your breath. You did it! Thanks to you, we found the lost treasure. This proves the prognosticator isn't an oracle. It's just a machine. And not a very good one at that. Now I can show the people of Slagtown that we're not prisoners to destiny. Yes, my friend, spices. Wonderful, delicious spices. That's the most valuable treasure of all, when your diet consists of nothing but flavorless paste. This will not only improve our lives, it will show my people that our fate is not set in stone. More than that, spices are as rare as a blade of grass in a city of metal. Wealthy mages and apostles will pay dearly for such a tempting treat. But I need to be cautious. Others will try to steal this treasure. I need to hide it to keep it safe. Return to Slagtown and meet me there. Then we can show my people how we changed the outcome of the prognosticator's prediction and improved my destiny. I just wish my mother had lived to see this day.
for hazardous work. Please respond for more information.
Looking for a harvester with some guts.
Crow friend, a word.
I've called a few people together so I can tell them what we've done. Hopefully, word will then spread throughout Slagtown and all of the Brass Fortress. I couldn't have done this without your help, my friend. I have to. For their sake and for the memory of my mother. I need to show them that their fate is in their own hands. I received the same dire prophecy, but I found the treasure and changed my destiny. So can they, if they're willing to listen. Heart. That's not something you hear a lot about in a place that runs on gears and cogs. Here. This is your share of the treasure. You earned it. The people of Slagtown have a new future to forge, thanks to you. People of Slagtown, I bring you a revelation. The prognosticator lies, but we can change our fortunes. We have free will.
Comet, the apostles say there's no such thing as free will.
What you're implying is heresy, Comet.
Is it hearsay to speak the truth? I performed the pilgrimage. I received the usual grim fortune that predicted I'd be poor until I died. But that future is a false future. I refused to accept that fate, and I changed it. And if I can do it, so can you.
Oh, really? You look just as destitute as you did yesterday, Comet. Maybe even more so.
I found the lost treasure of the Radius. I made a deal to sell some of the spices, and this is the contract. I'm rich!
So we can change our fate? The future isn't a set sequence?
We have to tell everyone. Comet changed the future. The prognosticator was wrong.
Somebody get a
Guard,
guard. This
we've got a
fetcher
lawbreaker
broke
here.
the law.
Hey! What did you do that for?
You just earned yourself a bounty. Still a crime. And there's a bounty for it.
Turn back, traveler. There was an explosion, and now Selphora is overrun. I was injured trying to get to the inn. I don't know what happened. The elders were gathered in the center of town. Then there was a flash, and suddenly spirits were everywhere. So many people died, but they remain here as angry and vengeful spirits. I think so, but probably not far. I need to go to the inn. That's where survivors were gathering.
Elenisi? Thank the three you made it. We feared the worst. Have you brought help?
It was a close call. I'd be dead if not for this traveler's assistance.
You've chosen a bad time to visit Selphora, stranger. Spirits roam the streets and unquenchable fire consumes the town. Selphora is lost.
Don't be too hasty, Meldris. Our new friend is powerful. I've seen what the traveler can do. I never thought I'd be so happy to get back in this inn. I think so. At least for the moment. But we're worried there are other survivors still outside. There's a temple on the hill overlook. We're no match for ghosts. Yes, I saw how you handle yourself. I know you can make it. It's on the other side of the bridge.
This Dhamma is cursed.
You saved the woman. You have my thanks. Yes, that is true. My suffering follows a different path. I'm cursed to only observe. My thoughts, my memories, they're a jumble. I think there may be a way to save the town. It's so hard to remember. There was a decanter somewhere in the temple below. Its water was holy. You have seen the strange fires throughout town? I remember that much. Maybe this liquid can quench those flames. I can't. It's as if a fog covers my past. I know I am cursed, and little more. This is my home. And there was a decanter. I feared I don't know for certain. When Saint Veloth came to Resdain, what Morrowind, be wary, stranger. My heart when Saint Veloth came to Resdain.
Dead. You will not save her.
You gained the decanter. There was an echo here, but now it is silent. The defilement begins to lift from Selphora. The fog begins to clear, but so many memories rush in. What you fought was an echo of Magistrix Vox. She left it here to bind the spirits to this place. Part of her punishment of Selphora. There's something you must see. Praise to the three Magistrix Vox. To what do we owe the honor of your visit?
Behold, I bear the hammer of Veloth, priest. I have come to rally my people against the taint of the three.
What are you saying, Vox? Have you gone mad?
Mad? You want to see mad? Let me show you true madness.
I have shown you everything I can remember. I remember my death, but that is the past now. You have more pressing matters to deal with than to listen to a ghost's stories. You have the decanter now. There are two people still trapped in the town, a young man and a woman, but the magical fire closes in on them. Yes, that should work. Find the houses in which they are trapped and save them.
Stop! It's not that I'm above bribery, it's that I don't like you. Pay the bounty, or else better not have shortchanged me. What do you want?
Looking to help us Tarnished in Slagtown? We have a mighty need for some supplies. You'll get payment, of course, but we're looking for a tough sort who doesn't mind traveling to some rather nasty locales. Arvia needs more of the metal strands that are weaved into the clothing of clockwork. You can find odd bits of the cloth in the wilderness, and we'll supply you with a specialized lodestone that attracts the strands. Well, we can't collect the strands without more lodestones, and the one Arvia created attracts the stuff like nothing else. You'll find the parts needed in the mnemonic planisphere, but be careful. I've heard there's trouble about there lately. Hand the supplies to me when you're done, and don't go doing something stupid to get them. Slagtown, home of the Tarnished. The oil-covered slums of our gleaming city where the poor and forgotten try to hobble together a home. Folks around here call me Mayor. Not an official title, of course, but I'll take it. Even in this ever-gleaming city, there will always be those who are thought of as lesser. Can't sling a spell or work with gears? You're already coming up short. The residents of Slagtown, though, we're lower quality than even those folks. Various reasons. We're orphans, degenerates, castaways. Abandoned and disgraced. No respectable trade to call our own or fancy shop to watch over. Put simply, we're unwanted. A spot of rust on the shiny brass of clockwork. Came upon the position naturally. I look out for people. Always have. It's up to me to keep stock of what supplies we have and try to get someone to help us find more. I'll even petition the apostles if the need around here gets too great. Never much, truth be told. They'll deliver medicinal supplies sometimes or increase our daily water allowance. Once or twice I even convinced them to send a factotum for repairs, but that was more of a pain in the arse than it was worth. It's true our bellies never go empty, and I'm thankful for that, but Slagtown can't live off of gruel and a thin blanket. We work hard to get by on our own, and these supplies are needed to do just that. I'll admit, though, it can be dangerous work. Maybe you haven't been here long, but I'm sure you noticed that clockwork isn't the safest place in Tamriel. You'll have to go through some dangerous spots to collect these supplies. But hey, you look like you can handle yourself. Well, depends on who you're asking. To me, most definitely. These supplies can drastically improve the quality of life here. It stops our little ones from shivering and helps our sick recover. It's worth every piece of gold I offer.
Razgorg's got you looking for metallic fibers? Good. The air in Slagtown's not getting any cleaner. Most don't like to talk about it, but Slagtown's air is poison. Topside, the factotums rotate air filters constantly, but not in Slagtown. So I pick up the slack. Turns out the metallic fibers weaved in clockwork clothing make great air filters. Oh, sure. Can make abrasive scrubbers out of them, armor lining, cables, hazard masks, all kinds of things. Of course, by the time I've replaced all the filters, I rarely have more than a handful left. It's maddening. Ah, that. Quite a wonder. See, when you switch it on, metal scraps stick to it like tar to a glove. I'd love the thing if it didn't break so damned often. If you gather the parts I need, I can keep it working and maybe even make new ones. Like most things in clockwork, our clothing is given to us by Set's grace. It's hard to notice at first glance, but our manufactured cloth is woven with metallic threads. Still not sure why, but hey, don't mock the polish of a gifted spring. Once you take out the metallic threads, the entire cloth begins to unravel. And trust me when I say the clothing we have is already threadbare as it is. There's plenty of discarded scraps in the radius for my needs, provided we get the proper help.
I knew it! I knew it all along! No way a factotum can predict the future!
Yes, but did it not lead the way to the treasure? Perhaps if it was simply asked the right questions.
I think that the prognosticator has caused enough trouble, mes amis.
Raynor, you let him walk all over you. There's a difference between cordial and compliant.
You told me to play nice with others. Now you complain?
Sorry you had to hear that. Our family feuds aren't usually so dramatic. Raynor always requires a delicate touch, but he's never stormed off before. He hates being on his own. That whole shadow business. I didn't like the way Raynor let that high elf artificer with a dwarven control rod up his arse order us around. My brother didn't deserve to be treated so poorly. I just wish he believed it too. Before I wounded his pride, we were planning to explore this marvelous machine world. He charged off to prove he didn't need my help, and we know how that's going to turn out. I'll let him cool off, but could you make sure he stays out of trouble? What I said to Raynor was pretty harsh, but he can be so infuriating. Look, he might be a brilliant artificer. Unfortunately, he's a terrible dungeon delver. Without me, he's going to get lost or hurt. Just don't mention me when you see him. There are so many intriguing possibilities, I'm not sure which one he tried to tackle first. If I were my brother, I'd start by heading into the radius. We talked about using that gulch with the outflow pipe as a base, so maybe begin there? Like Kwama warriors fighting for the affection of their queen. We're siblings, of course we have arguments. Raynor's a thinker, and I'm all about action. Our differences make us a great team, when we're not engaged in a heated debate. No. Raynor needs some alone time. We both do. No sense starting the same fight all over again. You go talk to Raynor. Help him work things out so we can get back to our usual sibling rivalry. Just don't let him know I sent you. Like Kwama warriors fighting for the affection of... No. Raynor needs some alone.
I saw you take it. Don't deny it, thief.
May Seth's divine clockworks protect you, resident. No intruders detected. Conducting piston check. Awareness rating stabilized.
down!